In this video, we are going to talk about the other way to address communicating with your customers outside the office hours of your support agents. As you already know, you can hide the chat widget from your website when there is no support team members available. However, in order to keep your customers well informed and in the center of your focus, you can also set up an autoresponder and inform your visitors when your team will be back. To create an autoresponder, we need to set up a basic automation. So from the People section, I'm going to Automations and clicking Create Automation. I'm going to create a simple one, which means that the autoresponder message will be sent to any visitor that starts the conversation in the chat widget outside of my working hours. The most simple autoresponder can be built very quickly and with only 2 automation modules. We'll discuss automations and all predefined automation templates in detail in other videos, but one useful information about automation modules is that there are 4 module types available. You can see them all on the right-hand side here. So we have triggers, conditions, chatbot-related modules, and actions. Light blue modules are always triggers, then orange is always related to actions. And we have modules in violet, which is the color of conditions. Then chatbot modules are always green. So let's come back to our autoresponder. At first, I need to define an automation trigger, and in that case, it will be incoming message, as I want an autoresponder to start after a user sends a message through the chat widget in the first place. In the first module, incoming message, I need to select the contact type autoresponder will respond to, and I'm selecting here chat. In the second input field in this module, you can specify the time you want to elapse since the user message to trigger the automation. But I'm going to set it to 0 now. The next step is to add the send a chat message module. Here, you can type the exact message you want to display to your users. As this will be sent to all users, so new anonymous visitors entering my website for the first time, and also returning customers, I'm going to go for a neutral message matching all. Then, decide on the conversation to appear as a new thread or in the last active conversation. I will go for the second option here, as I want a user to have access to conversations history in the same thread, and also to see my autoresponder message when they come back to my site later. Now, select the message type and author. You can choose any from your agents here. I'm also ticking Mark as Read checkbox, as thanks to this, when the autoresponder sends a message after a user already closed the browser window, the app will check whether you have an email address of the user, and if there is one, the autoresponder message will be sent to a user via email. I'm saving the automation, adding automation name and a short description. Then you can select category, and I'm selecting autoresponders, which I created earlier. I will set timing to once per day, so that the message is sent only once per day to a given user and not more frequently. And at the bottom, there are 2 toggles. In this case, I will activate the first one, as I want the automation to be active only from 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. the following day. If you want it to work on weekends the entire day, we need to make a small adjustment in the automation itself. As you see, I'm dragging and dropping time module and placing it as the middle module. Here, I'm specifying the hours for weekdays. When the condition is met, the message will be sent. When not, I'm putting here another time module I'm setting it up so that the system then checks whether it's weekend. If it is, I want a message to be sent as well. I'm saving it with one important change. As we have used time modules, I need to deactivate the toggle here. One important thing here is to make sure that in the settings, you have set your default time zone correctly. To check or update it, go to Settings, App Settings, and then in Additional, go to Country Specific Settings. You can easily set your default time zone here. And now let's check how it works. As I have email prompt enabled, we see that a new user receives two messages, autoresponder and also an email prompt. It's important to adjust the email prompt text in a way that both messages go well with each other. Anyway, it's a great combination as you can collect emails of new visitors even when you don't work. When a user which is non-anonymous comes to your website while your agents are out of office, he or she will receive the autoresponder message only, and it will be displayed in the last active conversation thread. And that is how to set a simple autoresponder. Thanks for your time.